Welcome back, everyone. Today on deck we're going over the XS big dot sights for handguns. I have them here on the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, but I've had these on several handguns over the years. We're going to step inside, go over some of the details of them, and then what I think of them overall. Let's get a close-up look here at these sights. Taking a look at these ones here, what you're going to notice is that there's only a tritium vial in the front sight, not in the rear sight, and these are the express model sights. Any of the XS sights that are called express models are like that. So the tritium's only going to be in the front, and their 24/7 series are going to have tritium in both the front and the rear. They say the reason for that is some guns' designs simply cannot accommodate the tritium vials being inserted in there. As you look at them from the side, what you're going to notice here is a nice ledge here for manipulating the slide one-handed, something that's important on defensive guns, as we pointed out here in the past. These ones have been carried and used a good bit, so you're going to see some minor scuffing on there, but the anodized finish there is holding up pretty well overall. Whenever you're talking about sights, one thing that's important to remember is that sights are a very personal thing. Some folks like 3 dots, some folks like a blacked out rear, some folks like an eye dot type setup. Everything in between is found out there as well, so it's very personal. So if you don't like this setup, it doesn't mean that it's a bad product per se. What I found with XS sights over the years, I've had these on several different guns, Glocks, and this gun, as well as a revolver I've had. And basically, my opinion of them is that XS sights help you find a flash sight picture. So i.e. you pull that gun out, you drive it out towards your target, you find that front sight, press, and hit what you're aiming at essentially. So it helps you pick up the sight picture very quickly. That said, if you go out and look at like a professional 3-gun competition, are you going to see a lot of guys running these on their guns? Probably not. Reason is, at least for me, and as well as many others I talk to as well, when you get out and you start taking that long shot, maybe that 50-yard shot that you'll find out there in some of those competitions, they may not be quite as accurate at those distances. That's been my experience, but 15 yards in, 20 yards in, they're perfectly acceptable, and you'll be able to get center mass hits with some practice. But for longer work than that, I do prefer a 3-dot sight. That's just my personal preference. Doesn't mean that these are bad for that. It's just personal preference. But all in all, they're a quality product. They come to market at reasonable prices. Generally, you can find these depending on the gun you're looking at, depending on whether you're talking about express to 24/7, somewhere in the $60 to $100 price range. And you definitely get a good quality set of sights for that. But if you guys have any questions about these sights, anything else I talk about here on the channel, you can feel free to post below in the comments section. You can also post over at my Facebook page. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.